All right, folks, Tommy Cowett here. Good morning to you. Back on the lawn with Growing Green. And we're in seeding mode, in seeding season. And here we are in a very shady yard. Extremely shady and very compacted. And there's a lot of moss here. As you can see the moss growing. And what am I doing? I'm putting out my favorite product. Nature's Helper organic soil conditioner. You guys hear talk about this all the time. Now what I'm doing with this material is laying down a nice layer of this organic soil conditioner. And there's a lot of chunk in this. It's pine bark ground up, other humic matter, humus. And we'll spread it out over these bare areas here. I'm not worried about the leaves right now. They're organic in nature anyway, and the machine is going to really tear this place up. But basically, you can see in the tree line how it's all compacted. There's a little bit of sun here, and the seed we're using is a shade-tolerant type of turf. But out on this lawn, a lot of shade. The customer has done a bit to tree this up. But what we do is basically lay this material out about 1 inch thick. And we'll bring in an aerator and work this material into the soil. It'll help it stay open, provide air pockets, so to speak, so that the algae scum does not form on this soil. The algae scum is forming because there's a lack of oxygen, and the moss grows on top of the algae. So the idea here is to get this incorporated into the soil as deep as we can, a couple of inches with the aerator, work the seed in. It's going to hold it open and get a good seed bed here that's not just going to go back to being compacted again in no time. This will hold it open, allowing the root system to develop. Over time, once you get a good root system developed and you maintain your lawn with good lawn care, good practices, fertilizations on a timely basis, you can develop a really good lawn in the shade. But the key here is to relieve this compaction through aeration, and it's always good to add a little bit of extra organic matter. Soil conditioner, if you have your own compost, that works. This is a cheap product. It's about $3 1/4 a bag for a 1.5 cubic bag, and it'll really go a long way to helping us establish a really good lawn here. So the guys should be showing up here soon with the equipment, and I'm just here ahead of them as the advanced scout team to get this spread out. So when they come in, they'll be ready to roll. All right, Tommy Cowett signing out. Hope y'all are having a great one. Bye-bye. Okay, folks, so here we have it. We just spread about 2 cubic yards of this material out on the lawn. Who did? GrowinGreen. GrowinGreen did. So that's what you'll see. This was pretty simple to do. Distributing this out about 1 inch, 2 inches in some places. Boy, that thing looks like one of those spiral rye bread. But basically, that compacted soil, this material is going to get worked in with an aerator, and a slit seeder. So as you can see, the next couple of videos you're going to see is the operation, actually, of the aerator and the slit seeder. And this area up here is pretty compacted, but it's, I just spelled out Growing Green up here. There's still some turf grass alive, and that's something for a different video to talk about why it survived from disease. But even up in here, as you can see, lightly spread, and that took me about 30 minutes to spread the 30 bags all around here. All right, guys, have a good one. And this is Zach Wood operating an aerator. Working some organic matter into the soil. This is Zach Wood, and he is operating a slit seeder. We've laying down some organic matter, and he's slicing that seed into the soil with the slit seeder, which is dropping seed into the slits as well as some seed that we had spread. Works great. All right, folks, and here comes David Heisig with this is an aerator. This is a core aerator. You can see this machine has tines. Many of you may be familiar with this, and they're set at an angle, and they really make a penetration into the soil and actually pull a core out of the soil, thereby relieving compaction, also lowering bulk density, which is the total density of the soil. By pulling that out, you're replacing it with airspace. So basically adding air to the soil, pulling a small core, as you can see. And this is really dry, guys. That's also taking a little thatch layer off the top. Most of the time you can see a little bit of thatch in there. It's coming into focus. But these are the three typical pieces of equipment that GrowinGreen uses for aeration and seeding. And if you guys check out our other videos, go to our blog there, GrowinGreen.com, and we'll hook you up with about the best seeding service money can buy. All right, Tommy Coward, GrowinGreen, signing out.